Hello folks, welcome back to Final Fantasy VII. My name is Fuzzfinger and today we're going to do something a little bit interesting. We're actually going to start the process of Chocobo Breeding. Now, if you've never played Final Fantasy VII before, you've probably still heard of Chocobos. This is actually quite an integral part of the game, even though technically it is a purely optional side quest that you don't have to undertake. But you actually get some of the best items in the way of materia in the entire game if you choose to do so. And if you can do all your Chocobo breeding now at this point in the game, then some of the upcoming battles will be considerably easier and you'll have a massive advantage over the rest of the game really. So I highly recommend doing so, and I will give you a step-by-step guide on how I do it. The first thing you need to do is make sure you've got 60,000 gil in order to head over to the Chocobo Ranch to buy some stables. Now, we're going to be going to the Gold Saucer a lot in order to race our Chocobos and train them up, so make sure you've definitely got the lifetime pass there, but you can get that the next time you visit. And we'll be visiting all over the map in order to collect Chocobos from the Chocobo tracks. Certain tracks give you certain levels of decent Chocobos, but I'll go into all that in due course. First things first, we're going to actually purchase the stables. And just going to double check if we purchase them off this dude. Okay. So you'll probably want to buy all 6 stables. 10,000 gil each. Okay, we'll rent another one. You don't have to ever pay any more money towards them, so you really are purchasing them. Let's just keep spamming through all this, and that's the third one. And what we're going to do is catch Chocobos out in the world. There's nothing special about the ones that we catch. They can't go anywhere that we couldn't actually go on foot. But we need them to start breeding the decent Chocobos, which can eventually travel anywhere all over the map, even mountains, rivers, seas, anywhere. So there we have all 6 of our stables. Another integral part is making sure we have greens in order to capture our Chocobos. So we're going to start with some mimic greens. They're pretty good at keeping Chocobos in the battle. Then we'll buy 10. That leaves us 162,000 gil in order to purchase some other greens later, which we'll need to train up our Chocobos. This pen here will hold the Chocobos we capture, as I mentioned. Right then, so first thing we need to do is figure out where to start hunting. Well, the first Chocobos that we breed are the blue and green Chocobos, which are the mountain Chocobos and the river Chocobos. The river Chocobo, the blue one, can basically go all through these shallow waters here, a bit like the tiny Bronco, and through rivers. And the mountain Chocobo can climb over mountains. And that's the green one. Now, in order to collect those 2 Chocobos, we're going to have to basically make sure we capture Chocobos that are good enough. And there's different levels of Chocobos that we can collect from the wild. They're all the yellow ones, the standard yellow ones. We have basically crap Chocobos, good Chocobos, average Chocobos, great Chocobos, and wonderful Chocobos. And there's a dude somewhere around here he is, called Chocobo Sage. And he's a friendly kind of fella. And he knows all there is to know about Chocobo breeding. And if you speak to his green Chocobo here, you'll get a enemy skill materia, in case you wanted 4. This here is the Sage. Oh, I'll probably ruin that bit for you actually, since he doesn't actually remember his own name. Basically with Chocobo Sage, you have to keep visiting him periodically, and he remembers more of his story. Oh yes, there we go, he's remembered his name then. So can he sell us something? Yes, he can. Silcus greens, which we do need for breeding. Don't bother buying these nuts. We do need nuts to breed chocobos, but we need nuts that can't be purchased. So how many of these can we buy? We can buy 32. It's not a lot, but we'll leave it for now, seeing as how we're not actually training any chocobos up at the moment. First of all, we are going to have to find some, which we'll go and do. Just going to double check he's not going to... No, he won't give us any more info yet. And the first place we're going to look for chocobos is around the Medial area, where we can collect great chocobos. Once 2 chocobos have mated, they have to rest for a while, and since we're going to want to breed a green and a blue chocobo, I'm actually going to collect 4 chocobos. 2 great and 2 good, because you need to mate a great chocobo and a good chocobo in order to collect one of the rare chocobos, the green or blue. And incidentally, we need a male and a female. So I'm probably going to try and capture about 4 while we're here. Actually, no, it doesn't really matter, to be honest. Here's the chocobo tracks. Make sure we've got chocobo lure equipped. And we also need to start levelling up some alls, such as this one. The reason being, they sell for a whole crap load of money, which is exactly what we need right now. Just throw some crap on. Anything else? Enemy skill? I think yes. Nothing else is really important. We'll put Ultima on so we can start levelling that up again. And I think that will do nicely. Hopefully Vincent and Barrett are fully equipped. The only other thing I suggest is that we put the greens we've just purchased. Where are they? The mimic greens down there. Oh, sod off, it's put it right. Not to worry. We'll put them right down at the top. Where are they? So we haven't got to scroll down in battle. And we're looking for great chocobos. Now you can tell what type of chocobo you get by the monsters that it appears with. And this isn't a chocobo, so well, there's no point running. We can still kill this enemy. Pow. Basically, we're looking for a chocobo that has 2 of the spiral enemies with them, and it'll all make sense when you see it. Or 1 of the spiral enemies, I think. 1 or 2. But if it comes with the headhunters, then that's not what we want. And yeah, we need to start using some long range attacks on this, because even Barrett's got his bloody drill. Just want to double check we're in the right area, because this is the Temple of the... Oh no, it's not. This is Medial, isn't it? Yeah, I thought it was around the Temple of the Ancients then. My bad. I forgot that Medial had actually crushed into the live stream for a moment in the previous episode. There we go, we got a chocobo. And I'm pretty sure that's not what we want. No, we don't want headhunters, so I'm just going to run from this battle. Headhunters will give you a average chocobo, and that's not what we need. We need a good chocobo, and only a good chocobo. In fact, we need 2 good chocobos. La 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 la. And another crap battle. Might just run away from this. Actually, on second thoughts, I'm not going to run away because we need the... the materia stuff, don't we? So let's kill it. Let's kill it while we've got the chance. Ah! One thing I meant to do, actually, is make sure that nobody's got the counter-attack materia equipped. That's a bit of a pain in the arse if the chocobo hits you. There we go, we've got a mastered all materia. And that is awesome because they sell for 1.4 million gil when they're mastered. And they're not too hard to level either. Yeah, we'll get rid of that. You can have the contained materia barrets if you don't mind. Come on, give me a good Chocobo. Or great Chocobo even. Ah, come on. Right then, well, I will stop recording and see you once we've found a great Chocobo so you know what enemies. Right, this is what we want. So hopefully this thing is not going to run away from us. And we'll throw the greens. And we want to be careful here not to lose this thing. And wow, that Chocobo did not hang about for long eating that. So let's give it another one. And it's gone. Great. But that's the sort of enemy that you need with it. It doesn't matter if it comes with one or two. These mimic greens are crap, so you don't want to be using them. I'll let you know when I've caught 2 of these Chocobos, because then we can move on with the next thing. Okay, so I've captured 2 great Chocobos. So I'm just going to head back now to the stables and place them in. Just over here. There they are, running about happy. And let's see what this guy, Billy's got to say for himself. We want to go moving Chocobos. So we've caught this guy, this is a great Chocobo. And this one is also, yeah, we'll do both. And this is a female, so we can call it, it really doesn't matter, these get released quite soon. The only thing is, make sure you give them different names so that you don't get confused. Yeah, we'll put this in. And we'll call it Choc. There we go. So we know Choc and Choco are our great ones. And we'll need to feed those up, but not just yet. First of all, we need to go and get our good Chocobos. We need 2 good Chocobos. And we get these from the, I believe it's the Gold Saucer area. I'm just going to check if we can get them from anywhere else. Yeah, we need to go to the Gold Saucer area. Which is over on the next island, obviously. Go all the way round. Right, now where are those Chocobo tracks? There they are. And we're only looking for creatures called Spencers. If the Chocobos appear with any other creature, you know it's not a good Chocobo. So 2 Spencers to be precise. Let's see what we've got here. I don't think it's this, to be honest. Nope, that's a flat beat. So that's an average Chocobo. We can ignore that one. Well, in theory, if we could run away. Well, anyway, I'm going to capture 2 good Chocobos, so make sure you capture 2 as well. And, in fact, you might want to capture more than 2 to save coming back in case you get 2 males or whatever it is. That's different to your great Chocobos. Just make sure they can mate. Let me just see what we've got here. It's not one of those, so we can run from that. So yeah, I'll see you on the other side. Okay, I'm pretty sure this is what we want. So hopefully before this thing runs off, we'll get it fed. And these things shouldn't be too hard to kill being in the Gold Saucer area. So we want to be careful here not to attack the Chocobo. Going to start with 1 attack at a time. Okay, there we go, we've got it. So I'm going to capture a couple more of these. Remember, there's room in the pen to hold 4. And we won't actually need that nut. So goodbye fella, we'll send it back to the stables. And I'll be right back with you once we've got all the Chocobos we need for the first part. Okay, so I've actually got 4 Chocobos now. 2 great. And 2 good, and a male and female of each, so we can mate a great and a good Chocobo twice without any cooldown, which is useful. Now we're going to need to train them at the Gold Saucer, because the better trained they are, then the more likely chance you have of them breeding a special Chocobo. But before we can trade them, we need to feed them. And before we can feed them, we need to buy greens. And we need money to do that. And here is where we're going to get our money, by mastering out these all materials. 1.4 million gil. Not bad going at all, it has to be said. So we want to buy Tantal greens. We'll buy some better greens later on, but these will do for the time being. And we're going to feed our Chocobos. Tantal greens, and which Chocobo we're going to feed it to, we'll start off with our great female. Can we anyway speeding this up quickly? Nope, apparently not. That's really annoying. You actually have to spam the button by the looks of it. But yeah, feed all your Chocobos. Well, if I show you what happens by feeding it 45 for the time being. It ticks through all of them. And there's 3 stats you can increase. The speed, intellect and stamina. So that's increase the speed, the stamina and intellect, which is why I recommend Tantal greens, because they increase all 3 stats. Once it's no longer saying they're getting along better, then the stats are no longer increasing and you don't need to feed them anymore. So feed all of your Chocobos until it no longer says on each Chocobo they're getting along better. And I will catch you in just a moment after I've done. When you've got all your Chocobos fed up, and they're fed up, that's not as in bored, but fed up as in they're fully fed, then the next step is to actually race them and train them up at the Gold Saucer. So back over to the other continent we go. And we're going to be here for quite a while now, especially if, like me, you've got 4 Chocobos to train up. So get ready for some fun, or not, as the case may be. Where's Coral? There it is. You might want to save your game if you've done what I've done and spent bloody loads of time feeding them. You don't want it to crash or anything. So 4 Chocobos to train up. I've already got the lifetime pass, so that won't be a problem for me. If you haven't, then you should be able to afford it now for 30,000 gil. And if you can't afford that, then you definitely can't afford Chocobo breeding. All hail the mastered all materia. If you want Silcus greens, by the way, to feed your Chocobos, which are the best greens in the game, they increase your stats by a substantial amount, you don't need as many, then make sure you buy them from Chocobo Sage. It's the only place you can get them from, and you only need about 40 to max out each Chocobo, rather than about 400 of the Tantal greens. Right then, so speak to Esther over here. Okay, let me register. We'll start with Choco, which is the female one. And just go for short courses or you'll be bored in no time. Now, you can see the stats there. We've got 100 kilometers per hour and 460 stamina. As you can see, we pretty much pwn all the others, so this shouldn't be a problem. They're our competitors. And with the stamina trick, which is to hold page up and page down, then this should be easy enough. And it looks like they've sped this up for this version of the game. Well, we're losing a bit of stamina there, need to slow down a tad. But yeah, this is pretty much it. If you win 3 races, you move up to B class, win another 3 and you'll move to A class, and if you manage to win another 3, you'll move to S class, which is the best class in the game. The higher your class, then the better chance you have of breeding special Chocobos. And you can press the A button down to sprint. It's really that simple. So there we go, we've come first. Now you have to wait for the next Chocobo before you can quit this screen. So if you beat them by a substantial amount, then you might have a pretty long waiting game. There we go. And what do we get? Obviously, the higher your rank, the better your reward. We get a hyper. Pretty crap. So we'll just go for the GP, which is the currency for the gold saucer. And once you've got your Chocobos to the highest class you can get them, then you are ready to start breeding. You definitely want to aim for A class. S class might be a little bit out of reach for these Chocobos, but definitely A class. And I will see you once my Chocobos are trained. Okay, so I've finished racing my 4 Chocobos. It took me quite a while actually, so glad I've done that now. I've got my 2 great Chocobos, both to rank S class, which is the best class in the game, which will give them a good chance of breeding a good Chocobo. And I've got my 2 good Chocobos to the A class, which is pretty much what you need, so as long as you've got that you should be sorted. Which means we are almost ready now to actually breed our Chocobos. But before we do that, we do need to steal the nuts, since you need a nut every time you breed a Chocobo, and the nuts that we need you can only get by stealing. And Vincent has the steel materia. Now what we're looking for is an enemy around the Bone Village area, which appears on the grasslands, and it's like a red dragon. It has a lot of hit points, and you want to steal the carob nut from it. So I will catch you in battle once I've found one to show you what it is. Unless it's this one. You never know. No, it's not. You can kill these things. Right, this is what we want. We didn't want a back attack, but not to worry. So I'm going to get Vincent stealing, and the rest of these people. There we go, we got the carob nut, which is what we was after. We can start lasering at it, since it has a lot of hit points. 8,333 damage for one attack, not bad. Let's see what we do here with Barrett. Nice. And let's throw a White Wing just to heal up. Now you want to try and steal, obviously you can only get 1 per monster, but you want to try and steal at least 3 of the things if you can. Where's Laser? 3 of the carob nuts if you can, since we'll need to breed with them 3 times. And then there's 1 more nut we'll need for the final Chocobo, but we won't be getting that until later. It's not a carob nut though, so don't worry about that. See what sort of damage Vincent does. I think these have 40,000 hit points, which is pretty much more than any other boss we've faced in the game so far. Fortunately, they don't do bugger all in the way of damage, so they shouldn't really pose to be too much of a problem. It's just the fact they are a slog to get down. So hit them with laser or gravity attacks, and then just hit them with some high dealing damage. Maybe we could try Ultima if he doesn't die here. Oh, he does. We don't get to use Ultima. Oh, we've not leveled it yet anyway, so we couldn't. Just thought. And I'm just going to find a couple more of those carob nuts, and once again I'll be right back. Okay, so I've got 3 carob nuts. The only thing left to do before we go back to the ranch to start actually breeding is to grab some better greens. I'm going to grab some Silcus greens, since, as I mentioned well, a few minutes ago, I guess, from your perspective, that's probably about an hour ago from mine, you only need about 30 or 35 or so per Chocobo. So yes, we've almost used up all our gil from selling the oil materia, but we've pretty much got all the greens we'll need now. So finally, let's head back to the Chocobo Ranch. We have our fully buffed Chocobos from racing them at the Gold Saucer. We have the nuts that we need and the greens that we need to level up our new Chocobos. So I don't think we're missing anything else, except one thing, and that is, it's extremely important to save before you start doing any breeding, because Chocobo breeding is extremely random, and we are going for a green and blue Chocobo, and we need them to be of opposite sexes. So, who should we mate first? We've got Choc. Yes, we'll do this. And let's mate him with the female Good Chocobo. That won't be mating with another male, so let's find a different one. Must be over here. Yep, that's the one. Now, what nut are we going to give them? The carrot nut. Now, if we have any luck, we should get a coloured Chocobo, blue or green. If we don't have luck, we'll get a yellow one. Ah, interesting. I think that's a green one. So we'll call this one... actually, I don't know if it's green or blue. Look bloody white to me. Some of the colours aren't very good there. We'll call it... I don't know, I was going to call it blue or green so we know which is which. But we'll call it Fuzz for now. That is weird. I can't actually see what colour it is. We're going to have to ride it. Yeah, they're running fast because they've been raced. These are Class A, so aren't running quite as quickly. And Class C doesn't try and move at all. I think it's blue. Yeah, we're not getting up any mountains with it, that's for sure. I wonder why the colour's a little bit bleached on it. But yeah, it's a blue Chocobo, this. There we go, look. We are able to access light rivers and shallow seas. So now what we need is a male green. Hence the reason why we saved our game. Because if we don't get a male green, we'll be reloading. Now you can't make the same two Chocobos again for about half an hour or so of in-game time, which is the precise reason why we farmed for 4 Chocobos. So we'll have this one and this one. Go ahead. We'll use our second carrot nut, and now we need a green Chocobo. That last one was white, I'm telling you. Right, we need a green one now. And not only does it need to be green, it needs to be male. Well, it does look green, and it's a female, so that's not any good. So yeah, whatever, because we're going to have to reload our game. But you get the idea, folks. So you need to basically get a blue and a green Chocobo of different sexes, feed them up with about 35 Silkers greens each, and race them to S rank on at the Gold Saucer. Once we've done that, I'm going to close the video now, and I'll open it again and be right back with you. So yeah, see you then. Okay, so I've just leveled up both of those Chocobos to S rank, and before we go any further, I just want to show you a neat little trick that you can do. Well, basically it's an item you can purchase once you have 1000 GP, which is the Gold Saucer currency, and that won't take you long to get when you're Chocobo racing. So we've got 2,700 already, and we're still not on our next Chocobo. And what we want to purchase is this one down here that's 1000 GP, and it's the Gil Plus materia. A useful materia for farming some Gil. It basically, as you probably guessed, increases the rate at which you generate Gil from enemy encounters. And also from those few Chocobo races that I've managed to do, I've also collected the Sneak Attack materia, along with the Enemy Away materia, which just decreases the encounter rate. And there's the Gil up we just got. So some nice materials to collect there from Chocobo Breeding. and they're just crap in comparison to the ones we're going to get, but they're nice bonuses. Anyway, we're going to find another Chocobo out in the wild, which we need shortly for the next breed after this one, but we may as well get it out of the way while we're out and about from the Chocobo Ranch. So we're going to leave Coral and save our game. Going to keep saving my game. I don't want to lose any of the progress I've done so far. That's better. And we're going to head straight up to the northern continents. And somewhere around here should be the Chocobo tracks. There they are. So we'll park up down here. And we still have that last carob nut that we collected earlier. And what we're looking for is a wonderful Chocobo, which is the best Chocobo in the game that you can find out of all the ones you can find. It's still yellow, but you need it to make the final Chocobo combination. And these wolves may appear with a Chocobo. If they do, then you know it's not a wonderful Chocobo. It has to appear with either one or two of the giant bunnies, of the giant snow rabbit things. But if you get any combination with a wolf, then you don't need to catch that Chocobo. So it's goodbye to this one. And I will see you in a few minutes. Okay, so this is definitely the one we want. And with that said, we'll kill this enemy and hopefully capture this thing. Pow, that's it. We've caught it. A good old wonderful Chocobo. So let's send this one back to town, but first of all we'll just run to the airship to avoid any more enemy encounters. No, we don't want to turn it loose, we want to send it back. Took me a few attempts to find that, so they are about. Let's find the Chocobo Sage, buy some more greens. They don't last very long, even when you're only given 33 per Chocobo. Let's see how many we can buy. Yes, please do sell me something. 51. We'll buy 4. Yeah, we'll buy them all. I mean, why not? Thank you. So we're actually out of gold again now. Not good. And I'm not sure whether or not we'll be able to mate our blue and green just at the moment. Seeing as how you do have to be patient and wait. Wait in game time, of course. Let's just head back now and find out. Of course, we must save before doing anything. Incidentally, the Chocobos that you capture don't actually have a determined sex until you put them in the stable. So I'm going to leave him there until we know what sex we've got from our next Chocobo, our black Chocobo, and it's easy just to reload your game to put him back in the stable rather than put about trying to breed again. I hope that made sense. It probably didn't, but hey, let's see. No, we can in fact mate already. So we do want to mate Bess and Baz. We shall certainly give them a carob nut. And with any luck, if things go our way, we'll get the black Chocobo, which is the mountain and river Chocobo. If it doesn't go our way, we could end up with another blue or green. And I think that is a black Chocobo, you know. Yeah, so we are laughing. Yes, it is black. Awesome. That's good. And it's a female, which means we need this bad boy to be a male. So let's save our game. And move him into the pen, or her. Chocobos. So this is a wonderful Chocobo, which is the one we needed. Oh, it's a female. We needed a male. Let's just call it Chocobo H while we get rid of it. But actually we're not going to, we're just going to reload, because I'm pretty sure the sex won't be determined. Yeah, we do need male. Okay, so I'll be back. Okay, so finally I have a black Chocobo and a wonderful Chocobo, each at S-class rank. So there's just one thing missing to breed the ultimate Chocobo, and that is the nut that we need, the Zao nut to be precise. And that is found in the forests of Endor. Or not, but these forests instead. And we're looking for the goblins, who incidentally could also teach us Goblin Punch. So I am just going to equip Vincent here, if he doesn't already have it, with the... Where is it? What should we get rid of? Interesting. Ah, that one's almost levelled. That'll be another 3k or whatever it is. Sorry, 1.4 million even. Manipulate. And we have something here that increases manipulation rate. Anyway, once we've got the Gold Chocobo, we can... He should actually have some really powerful stats, so you can really easily win the S-class races, which have some awesome rewards. Let's start off by killing 2 of these, since we only need 1 for our purposes. There we go, 1 down. Right, which one is Cloud going to attack? He won't get sleeped since he has the ribbon. That one, okay. So Barrett 2 can attack that. I probably shouldn't have given Vincent both the steal and the manipulate. Still, both Cloud and Vincent have already learned that enemy skill. So hopefully it's not going to take long to steal the Zealous. By the way, the Goblin Punch is a useful skill because it bypasses your enemy's defences. It's a non-elemental attack, but it also costs 0 mana or magic points to cast as well. And if your stats are high, it does a fair amount of damage. Now fortunately we only need 1 of these nuts. And all 3 have learned the Goblin Punch, so we don't need to manipulate him after all. Let's just hope we can hurry up and steal this thing, because I want to get the Gold Chocobo done and go to bed, to be honest. It's taken me about 4 hours this evening to do all this Chocobo breeding. And 1 goblin is not going to stop me finishing it. Oh, come on. Still didn't get it. Maybe we can heal up. People are starting to get a little bit low on health. So we'll use the trusty white winged enemy skill. Always good. Come on, Vincent, you're supposed to be a badass. It's not hard to reach into this guy's pocket and pull out a nut. Yeah, that sounds wrong. Vincent, sometimes you suck. Oh, please don't sleep on Vincent, the one bloody character in the party without a ribbon accessory. Oh, yes he is. Right, if we get Barrett to do nothing. Vincent's already awake, I was going to wake him up. Couldn't steal anything. Maybe this Goblin's is going to be kind enough and give it to us, I mean. Why not, eh? Can't send him to sleep. Couldn't steal anything, so we'll have to keep trying. I'm not going to bed tonight by the looks of things. Yeah, you can tell I'm tired. Got work in the morning as well, but I am determined to get this finished. Come on. Do you know what would be really frustrating? Is if we manage to steal it, and then after all that time spent on trying to steal it, the enemy actually drops one as part of our after battle loot. If that happens, I'm going to be miffed. Wow, this guy's got a low drop rate. Come on, it's one nut. One nut is all I need. I'll be happy then. Look, I'll run away from the battle. I'll let you live. Okay, I won't really, but I still would like it, please. This is where multiple steel materials would really come in handy, so everyone could just spam it. Oh, come on. Let this be it now. And I finally stole one. And boy was that annoying. I want to kill him with his own goblin punch. At least attack him with it. Yeah, 620 damage. Cloud has got a bit of a crap weapon, to be honest, because I'm using the double materia growth. But we'll be replacing that soon. Right then, let's go back to the High Wind. And let's try and get this bloody Chocobo. So hopefully I can get to bed then. Right, here we are back at the Chocobo Ranch. Even so, I'm going to save my game. As always. And let's hope we've got some decent luck on our side. Welcome, thank you, mating Chocobos. We are going to mate our wonderful Chocobo, big boy, with Choco female. This time we will of course give them the Zayo nut. And let's see if we can get our Gold Chocobo. We best bloody do after all that. Could get a black one though, then have to reload. No, it's a yellow. I'm pretty sure that's a yellow, to be honest. That happens. Yeah, it's yellow, we need to reload. Well, I'm guessing it's worked this time, seeing as how we've just got an achievement for Gold Chocobo. All I did was reload the game. Which is why you should always save before you do Chocobo breeding, and there we have it. At last we have our golden Chocobo. And I'm going to call it the Handy. Now. Bed. Because that's exactly where I'm going. But before we do anything, I'm just going to finish off and feed him. That was a real slog, but we've got our Gold Chocobo now. And what can we do with him? I'll show you in the next episode. Too tired tonight. Right, where is he? There he is. Don't know how many of these we've got, but we'll give them all to him. 38, that'll do. Hopefully that will max out the stats of this one. It should do. Hungry little buggers, aren't they? Right, that should be max now, I should think. And we'll take it out ready. It's going to pretty much be coming with us everywhere we go. That's the one we want. Come on then, Now Bed. Now Bed, incidentally, can go absolutely anywhere on the map. Shallow waters, deep waters, mountains, pools, rivers, you name it, he can go there. Ain't no mountain high enough to stop this sucker. And of course you can fly in the high wind, and when you land you'll come straight back out. Awesome stuff. Just don't put him down in a place where you'll forget where you've left him. But next episode I am going to be showing you why we've put in so much effort in breeding this golden chocobo. There's numerous amounts of items we can get, some of which are extremely powerful, the most powerful in the game, and will make chocobo breeding definitely worth it. So I hope you'll join me for that. In the meantime, I'm going to go to bed and get some hard-earned sleep, I think, work in the morning. Thank you for watching this episode. I do hope you've enjoyed it. I hope it's been helpful to you as well. And please rate it up if it has been. Subscribe to the channel, I would appreciate it. Until next time, I've been your host Fuzzfinger. Goodbye for now. Thank you very much.